So we are 1 minute from the start. Thailand 10K APAC event. The Elite Pros about to go. These guys are off very shortly. These guys are going to shoot off hot. Bit of Team OMR here. Getting ready for their races later in the day. Spartan APAC 10K is away. So I'm going to have to work out where all these shortcuts are on course so that I can catch as much of this race as possible. Fuck, those boys are quick. So Saddam from Malaysia in first place. I don't know about second. We've got Dylan Party behind him, Gabe Heck fourth. We've got Chris in the blue shorts there. Byron from Australia sitting in about 10th place. This is a fast field. So the boys are going to come up here pretty hot. So Saddam out to steal some souls today. Go Dill and Gabe. These boys just tackling these inverted walls. So the obstacle's a little bit wet out here. It is raining. It's going to be a tough day. Sanjay there from India took out the men's beast yesterday. His legs are going to be a little bit fatigued. So some of these races today this is their first race for the weekend. Some of them raced yesterday. And Saddam's still holding this lead. So it's going to be a good race. Dylan's sticking on him. Ooh, flipping over the net. That's why he's in first place. Dylan going for the flip too. So these boys not fucking around here. Gabe's off as well. Gabe's feet can nearly hit the ground from the top of that net. So we've just hauled ass all the way around Blue Tree to try and catch these athletes as they come into this section, this main obstacle sort of gauntlet area of this 10K race. A lot of grip obstacles stacked back to back. So a few positions will change around here. Hopefully these guys will be coming out shortly. So coming into this bucket carry, we have Dylan Party in first place. There's an athlete just with him from Japan. We have Saddam Pithi from Malaysia just behind him. Gabe in fifth. I don't know who that athlete is in fourth, so we'll stick with him. This is a fairly long bucket carry here. Jason, Hurricane Heath legend. Did you do the HH?
No, I didn't. Yeah, behind there.
Ah.
Yeah, didn't do.
All good. And Byron coming into his bucket carry, looking strong. Chris right behind him. So this is a somewhat brutal bucket carry. As you can see, guys, it loops up and back multiple times. It's probably a good 250 meters in there. Very taxing on the legs. Always good to see you, brother. And if anything, I would say Dylan has put some time on these athletes during this bucket carry. So Dylan Party ran the beast yesterday, finished in second place. So he's coming into this event on tired legs. A lot of these athletes are on fresh legs and he's pulling a lead this early. So as you can see, he didn't come here to play today, Dylan Party. He's here for that gold triangle and that prize money. So second athlete from Japan. Do you know what his name is? One? Ah, that's okay. No.
Go Saddam.
Go Saddam. Gabe not far behind. Sorry about the zoomed in ratio, guys. So Dill just going through those switchbacks. Still just pulling a lead on this guy from Japan. As the field's starting to spread out, we're probably about, I'm gonna say 2Ks into this race, into this 10K super. So these boys are fucking sending it. They'd have to be running at least 5, probably better than 5-minute Ks. Maybe 4.5s at this point. Yeah, so all these elite athletes just behind me, going through this switchback section of the course. It is a much more interesting APAC course here than it was last year. There was quite a few switchbacks through this big section behind me here. So we were sort of going through these rubber tree plantations. This year they've got us off the property and we're actually run out onto the road. Yesterday we went up a massive mountain and come down for the beast. So it's a much more interesting race if you did race APAC last year. All right, here comes Dylan Party. Dylan Party from Australia, continuing to pull a lead on these athletes. Coming into this rope. Now I'd say, from what I've seen from young Dylan over the last year, he races really well on compromised legs. So he's obviously put a lot of work into that area. Athlete from Japan, not far behind. Saddam's managed to pick up a position after that bucket carry. So he's back into third, and Gabe Heck looks to be closing the gap a little bit as well. So I will try and get those two athletes, I think, from Japan's name. Gabe only needing like 1 or 2 clinches up that rope to get that bell. Look at the fucking legs on him. I don't know how much you can see, guys. Right through the back there, Dylan in his orange shirt, he's just doing a plate drag. So he's just come out of this rope here. They're gonna run up there through the section to the left, do a plate drag. I think they do perhaps one more obstacle. There might be a net crawl or something there. Then he's gonna switch around onto the right, I believe, and he's gonna come back down, I think, into this section. And he's gonna go through this gauntlet of monkey bars, rings, Herc hoist, Z wall, slip wall. So quite a bit of grip, all sort of in one section, which if you've raced before, you know is very taxing. So looking like Sanjay, he's just going up the rope here. He won the beast yesterday. He's a pretty handy racer. He was a 3rd place podium at APAC last year in the 10K. So he's obviously got the speed in the legs for a 10, but just looking very, very compromised today. So I'm not sure if he'll be getting onto a podium. Here comes Dylan. So not really managing to pull much of a gap, maybe slightly, but just blowing right past the water stations. Definitely looking good. Gabe Heck's starting to find his legs. So Gabe has come from about 6th or 5th to 3rd in about 1 kilometre. So as we're coming into these obstacle dense sections, you're seeing the guys who have obviously more obstacle proficiency are able to start to pull a bit more of a lead. The obstacles are very taxing physically as well. So even if you're a good runner, just coming through these obstacles, switching the energy systems, shunting the blood around, it's very hard to get your running pace back under you. It's you know, going through an obstacle gauntlet like this is a really good way to just spike the heart rate right up. And Dylan, obviously very good at it. So that athlete behind him though from Japan, he's coming fast. Wet, it is raining here if you guys can see. They are coming hard for you, Dill. Don't take your foot off that gas, son. So there's 2 athletes here. Gabe just looking stronger as this race goes on. So I did grab a pre-race chat with Gabe this morning, and you can just see the proficiency that he's going through this obstacles. He's an absolute weapon. The athlete from Japan, actually the quickest through those rings, I missed that. And Gabe absolutely smashed it, so I don't know what the fuck he did. So they're gonna go up to that slip wall, they're gonna do the Z wall, then they're gonna come down for this Herc hoist. So you can see the boys just flipping over that slip wall down the back there. So Dill coming down that slip wall very fast, faster than Gabe. So you see different strengths and weaknesses come out. I would say Dylan across monkey bars, rings, not where he shines the most. But it's always interesting to me as we hit these obstacle races how you can have all these different athletes with different strengths and weaknesses, and you just see one will pull a lead in one spot and then the other athlete will drag it back, and I would say Gabe would have a slight advantage here, just carrying a little bit more body weight and very good grip strength. So you'll see these guys pull this Herc hoist up. The athlete on the left from Japan, using his body weight to great effect. So that foot on that top bar, they're allowed to do. But yeah, as you can see, Dylan probably the slowest out of the three. So the young fella from Australia, still a little bit of work to do on his obstacle proficiency, but he is turning into an absolute world-class athlete the more and more we see him race. Just remembering too, he's on fatigue legs. He did a beast yesterday, these other two guys are fresh. We're just gonna run off into the forest a bit. I don't actually know exactly where they're going. Oh, they're going over the hurdles. I forgot about the hurdles. Going to come into this Z-wall here, which is an old school Z-wall, not as easy as we see in Australia and a couple of other places that I've raced. This is the full panel Z-wall, which is much more difficult, especially in the wet. So this could be a place where guys are going to get a run loop. We'll see. Gabe coming out of his Z-wall unscathed and fast. We love you, Gabe. Gonna hit his Olympus. Japanese athlete, and as you can see, the boy's just pulling a little bit of a lead on Dill. Gabe flew through that fucking Olympus. Wow. Oh, Dylan knows where the camera angles are at for his Olympus. So these Olympus is a tough obstacle at the best of times, let alone when it's wet on day 2 after a beast with 80% humidity. But Dylan, making it look good. Go hard, bro. So Gabe just looking stronger and stronger as this race goes on. That athlete in second starting to show signs of fatigue by my watch. Dylan maintaining a good solid pace considering his uncompromised legs. Saddam from Malaysia. Yep. Oof. So dragging the knees, that's usually the technique I'll use when it is the most wet and your feet are just slippery. Beautiful, Saddam. Keep it going, son. I'll try and get that athlete's name in the camo shorts and the guy from Japan as well. So I think that's David, who I think was on the podium with the boys during the beast yesterday. I think. The crew here, always friendly. Spartan Race Thailand.
Yeah.
It's an amazing, amazing crew.
Hey,
yo! So Byron here, oof, showing just how difficult these obstacles are in the wet here, especially when you're a little bit taller than a lot of these athletes, like Byron is. Yeah. Oh, it's going to take a run loop there. With Sanjay, who won the race yesterday. So Byron, during the elite race yesterday, I think was 4th or 5th. So fatigued as well. And obviously the Aussies coming over, just not used to this heat and humidity. So one of the biggest things about racing over here in Asia is we are just not acclimated to the heat. So you come over and you get off the plane and it punches you in the face, and you get out here and run at the pace you would normally be running at home with like a heart rate of 140 and your heart rate's 180. So if you don't have enough time to acclimate, it's very difficult. So yesterday we were out here on this beast, and you just see these Thai locals with no nutrition, no fucking water, one guy had no shoes, and they just trot past you. They're just so used to the conditions. And that acclimation is really important. So I've been, telling my guys, try and get in saunas, try and get out and run during the hottest part of the day. Try and, if you're gonna have aircon on, don't turn it on. Don't turn on the aircon in your car. You're just trying to get that acclimation as much as you can. But the humidity is the tough point, because the way your body cools is through sweat evaporating, and if it's too humid, that that transfer can't take place. So very difficult for the Europeans, the guys from the US and Australia when they come to these really humid races to get their body to perform the way that they're used to it performing. So. Go hard, Byron. Doing really well, man. So Gabe Heck coming out of that switchback section, he's going to run out and around, I don't actually know where he's going to go. He'll sort of go out onto the road, which is where we were yesterday. But I'm not going to get out there because I don't know the shortcuts and I'll probably just get lost. So I'm going to stick in this middle section. We'll probably catch a little bit of the females coming through the obstacles, which should be cool. And then hopefully I can pick up Gabe for the finish line as he comes back into the spear throw and the Atlas carry. So you can see Gabe is a really good runner. So he went into that switchback section with about, man, I'm going to say maybe a 10-second lead. And he's managed to pull probably close to 30-second lead through that section on that second place athlete from Japan. Dylan Party probably closing the gap on this athlete from Japan. So if Dylan can keep his pace up, that guy from Japan is definitely showing signs of fatigue. I mean, they're all showing signs of fatigue, but Jason Lim, more tired than the athletes, he's saying. Yeah, so first, second, third have a very, very handy lead on fourth place, who I believe is Saddam from Malaysia. So I'm thinking we should see some female athletes here very shortly, but I'm just going to catch Beer coming through his rings. This guy has got an absolute rick on. I think he might be in the negative body fat. Making those rings look very easy. Go Beer, good work brother. One of the coolest things about traveling the world and racing is you just see the same people. So I think I met Beer in the Philippines, see him up in Chiang Mai, see him here at APAC last year, and just a really nice guy. So this guy sounded like he was from the UK, I don't know him, but you just meet so many cool people on these courses. It's a really cool way to take holidays, is travel, race, explore the culture. The moment I changed my holidays from finding places to drink to places to do amazing exercise, hikes and stuff like that, whitewater rafting, changed my life. It's good, you should definitely do it. So first of our female athletes are just coming into this bucket carry, just coming out of the bucket carry I should say. I think I just saw Reka and a couple of the girls here. That might be Tess, if I had to guess. So we'll catch a little bit of this over here. So the girls just tackling these switchbacks here. Some athletes dropping their buckets. It's a long bucket carry, it's very taxing. The girls running through here. So I'll do my best with the names of these athletes. Some of them I'm definitely not going to know. Oh, and Mel Campos, making it look good. So much larger fields than yesterday with the championship event. Is that Sandy? Looking good, Reka, just behind her. Are you girls out in front? So these two athletes. So Sandy, a Filipino racer, and Reka from Japan. And they're looking good. So both of these athletes, actually, no, I stand corrected. Sandy raced yesterday and was second on the podium to a Chinese athlete. And Reka has come into the event on fresh legs. So just the fact that Sandy can keep Reka at bay, who is a very good athlete. I think she was second place at APAC last year. So just the fact that Sandy's keeping her off is pretty impressive on tired legs. Hey, Tess, coming in third place at the moment. Tess also on, sorry, my mistake. That athlete's in third. Tess is in fourth. So Tess also on fresh legs. Awesome girl. And this athlete here, who I don't know, fifth place. Either a tourist or an expat. There are quite a few expats in Thailand that come out. Quite a few of them live in Bangkok. Gabe Heck being one of them. So Mel Campos coming in. So Mel ran yesterday. She was third on the podium. So tired legs today. Sitting in 6th position behind the girls. Looking real good, Mel. Always got a smile. So I'm thinking that the boys, after their little trot out around the back, I think they're going to send them up a hill or two if I had to guess. They're probably going to be coming in reasonably quickly. So they'll be coming in over the spear throw over there. So they've sort of gone for a loop out, right out, fuck knows where, and then they're going to come in back over there. So we'll try and catch them. So Sandy, still managing to hold out. Raker, looking strong. They're going to go up to those monkey bars, then they're going to come back down to these rings. 3rd place looking strong too. Going well, girl. 4th place here. So I had my positions mixed up a little bit. So 3rd, 4th, Tess must be in 5th. That's going to put Mel Campos in 6th. And Tess just coming up and over the back there. So Sandy, super strong on those monkey bars. Super strong. Raker, struggling a little bit more. Going well, mate. Going well. Sandy just pulling a little bit of a lead now on Raker, about to go into the rings. Tess looking super strong. Going well, girl. Oh, Sandy just double ringing. Well, that didn't sound very good. I promise to never say double ringing again, guys. Raker taking the single rings one at a time. And you can see just the difference in speed. So this obstacle proficiency makes a big difference in races like this. That not so much over a beast where the better runners can make up the time, but in a race like a super, where it's a little bit tighter, these obstacle gauntlets are pretty close. Oh, Tess just flying through those fucking monkey bars down there. You know, it's one of those things that if you're catching an athlete and then you get to an obstacle and then they pull away from you, it just demoralizes you. And then you got to run them down again. Mel, looking good. I might give Tess a wave on the way through. They are both Filipino pro team comrades. We're going to watch Tess on her rings. So I think Tess was a podium here last year. I think she might have been 3rd. And she's taking the side approach, but 2 rings at a time. So really good obstacle proficiency, Tess. I don't know what her Filipino name is. I think it's Marites if you're looking for her on a results board later. And I definitely butchered the way you should say whatever that name is. So I apologise. Sandy down at that Hercoist. Raker just coming in to join her. So Sandy's got about a full Hercoist lead. So I'm going to head back to this spear throw because I think the guys are going to be there very shortly. Mel Campos coming into her slip wall. So that's a metal slip wall there, and it's pretty wet. Didn't slow her down any. So that's about the top 5 female athletes through. So we're going to circle around, see if we can find these men who should be coming in maybe in 5 minutes or so from their run up whatever mountain the Spartan Thailand race director Fusako found for them. The race yesterday was fantastic. It was probably one of the best pieces I've done. There's probably 1 or 2 spots where the marking was not perfect, but just a really good mix of terrain. I thoroughly enjoyed it, even though it kicked the shit out of me and the humidity was very tough. It was a very, very good event, very well run. The The tyres, they just put on an absolute show here, and this Blue Tree venue is world class. Race director Fusako staying ahead of him. So Gabe Heck. Inside, Gabe. Gabe, inside. So Gabe Heck, the American expat, based out of Bangkok, looking very strong. He's about to hit this stairway to Sparta.
Sorry.
The crew getting very excited here.
Distance? Very far.
Very far, yeah. He's pulled a big lead.
Yeah.
Gabe making short work of his stairway to Sparta there. He's just pulled a massive lead, which is what I expected to see. He's a very good runner. He's on fresh legs. He's going to go into that Atlas carry just behind us here. That's not going to give him any pause at all. He's a big, strong guy. So it's going to be very interesting to see who comes out of that corner first. Hopefully we see an orange shirt. So Gabe, as we said, just no pause at all. He's just picked up that like it was nothing. He's a big, strong athlete, Gabe. Gabe just hitting his little crawl there. He's going to go into a sandbag carry. So Gabe Heck has a crazy lead already, and he's just both feet on the fucking gas here. He's not playing around. He wants that redemption from last year. That DNF will be all but forgotten after this very convincing APAC win. And well deserved. Couldn't go to a nicer guy. He's a really lovely bloke. So here he comes. He's basically just got, oh sorry, he's going to go out again for another little switch. Still haven't seen Dylan. So he's just pulled a really good lead. I really hope out of that big running section that Dylan's managed to slide into second. We'll see. Looking super strong, Gabe. You got like 1 or 2 obstacles and you're done, man. So I'm going to absolutely bury myself trying to keep up with Gabe to the finish line here. Here he comes, into his spear with a handy lead. To be honest, he could take the run loop and he could walk the run loop and I think he'd still win. Oh! But he gets it. Oh, fuck. Gabe Heck, I'm going to stick with him. So we're going to stick with him. I reckon I can run with him for 100 metres. Let's go, son.
Liam, I wish you were here. I'm gonna race you next year, dude.
He wishes he was here too.
You inspired me so much today, man. Same strategies you did last year.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Liam. Peace, dude.
I'll pass that on to him, man. Look at this guy go. Elite.
Come on, boy. You are the winner again.
Gabe Heck.
และนี่นะคะแชมป์ของเรา
Gabe Heck.
It's so easy, Gabe. Come on, let's jump. Yeah. Our champion, Gabe Heck from the States.
Making it look good. Making it look very good, Gabe.
Gabe Heck from the States. Well done.
Brother. Amazing performance from Gabe. Just the raw emotion there, fantastic. So I'm going to head out. I'll see if I can find Dylan Party. We'll come back and talk to Gabe in a sec. Get away from that music. So we'll see if we can grab Gabe Heck for a chat. Shortly, I'll let him catch his breath. The APAC team will want to have a chat to him as well. So We'll get him when he's relaxed a little bit. Maybe already had a bit of a beer. We'll see if we can find Dylan Party, who was hopefully sitting in second place. But yeah, I think Gabe's just pulled an absolute lead on them through that couple of kilometre running section out the back. All right, this athlete from Japan, second place. Manages to hold it and keep out the young fella from Australia. So he's gonna go over that A-frame. He's gonna take his second place. He's gonna take his second place. Silver triangle. Here comes Dylan. Looking super strong in this final section to take a third place. Dylan beaten out by two athletes, both on fresh legs. To put things in perspective, I think the guy who won the beast yesterday is probably running about 15th today. So this is a solid effort from the young Australian athlete, Dylan Party. He just rolls his way down the net.
Number 3 is coming. Congratulations.
For a bronze triangle, Dylan Party.
Well done.
Well deserved. Well deserved. I'm going to try and catch a chat with these 3 elite finishers, and then hopefully we can get back to this finish area and catch the elite females. Rarely does it all work out, but hopefully it does. So Saddam from Malaysia taking 5th behind these boys. Your APAC champions. So this is the real media, guys.
Yeah, nice. Perfect. Nice. Our Superman.
Dioma, second place here, Spartan APAC. How was that, mate?
Yes. I'm Japanese. Spartan is very nice. Great race. Yes.
It was a very good run.
Yes, thank you.
Gabe Heck, mate, American expat out of Bangkok. You've just absolutely demolished the field here at the Spartan APAC 10K. Tell us about it, mate.
Honestly, it was a dream race, dude. Came in with a plan, decided to make a move, pulled away, just got the job done at the end. So I couldn't be more happy with how it went.
Mate, and pull away you did. You came into sort of the first obstacle gauntlet after maybe the first K or two in about, I think, 6th place.
Yeah.
You were lightning fast through the obstacles, mate, and you just, I think, demoralised everyone behind you and then just pulled a running lead and then you're away.
Yeah.
You would have crossed that line, man, with minutes to spare, mate, and look, you DNF'd this race last year. You said you were here for redemption. We already knew you were fucking fast. Now we know you are the fastest man in Asia.
I appreciate it. And like I said, running to the finish, I hope I can race Liam and some of the other guys who didn't come. I'd love to get everyone at the same race, so let's make it happen next year.
Yeah, awesome, brother. And mate, you're a coach yourself. You're based out of Bangkok. Is there anyone you want to thank? Obviously, give your own business a plug if anyone wants to get better at obstacle racing.
Absolutely,
how do they do it?
absolutely. Yeah, thank you for that. You can follow Thailand OCR. We do all sorts of obstacle race training. We're getting into some high rocks training as well. And I just want to thank all the people who believed in me and supported me, all the athletes I coach, my family back in the US, my girlfriend, everyone who just believed in me. I couldn't do it without you guys.
Awesome, mate. Thanks, fella.
Thank you so much, dude.
All right, so we grabbed chats with a couple of athletes there. I didn't find Dylan, but I will get him before podiums. We're going to see if we can find some elite females to film. So here comes Fusako, race director. So the ladies might not be far behind, hopefully. So I think Sandy Menchie just coming into her spear here. So we'll catch her coming over the line. Oh, and sprays it. She's gonna go for a run loop. She's got a pretty tidy lead though. So I don't think it's gonna hurt her too much. Second place, I'd say, is Reika from Japan over the back there. Coming through her sandbag. So Sandy Menchie definitely got enough time to get that run loop complete. And here she comes. So Sandy, pro Filipino female athlete. We're going to stick with her to the finish line. Got heaps of time, Sandy. Big lead, you're okay. Only a frame to go. You can just hear, I don't know if you guys can hear, I can hear just how hard Sandy's panning here. At the end of this 10K. These athletes absolutely redline for probably an hour and 10 minutes. Good work, Chris. Sandy Menchie.
Let's roll down, come on.
With a flip over the net.
Well done. Do your jump.
She is the fastest athlete in Asia.
Sandy, our first champion.
With a convincing win at the 10K APAC event. Well run. We'll leave Sandy there, we'll go back, we'll see how Reika's going. And here's Reika from Japan. Yeah, Reika!
Rika from Japan, she's here.
She's here. Rika, lovely athlete. She was promoting Spartan Fiji for the Aussies.
Rika, come on.
And just really lovely. Her partner, also a Spartan racer. He'll be out there
Well done.
podiuming his age cut race, I'd say. So Reika, looking good. She's gonna hit her fire.
Let's do your job, Rika from Japan. Congratulations.
Your second place APAC female athlete. Is our third place female athlete out of China, I believe. Looking good.
Let's go.
Test. Just come down. Very good. ไม่เบามากไม่เบาค่ะดังมาก
Yo, big jump. Third place.
Good job. Well done. Come on. Let's jump on the fire.
Oh! What a finish. Go, Mel! Mel Campos! Fucking sent it down that net. Oh my God. Tess. Reika, coming out of Japan, you've just taken second place here at the 10K APAC event.
Yeah.
How was the course?
It was flat and fast, which I think that's my strength. Rather than hills, I think I'm good at like flat course.
Yeah.
So I don't know, it was cruising. I had 0 penalty. I was very happy with it. It was raining today, and I thought I would slip, but then I was like, I'm just gonna do it, not give up. And then yeah, I got 0 penalties, and I just ran through, and it was super fun.
Yeah, well, you look super fit out there and fighting fast. That's how I like it as well. Sandy was just too strong for you today, but a solid effort.
I'm just super happy. I mean, she was leading. I knew she was strong. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna go behind her, and I don't know. I just had fun, so it's all good in the end.
Beautiful. Anyone you want to thank?
My boyfriend Simon.
Yeah.
He's been supporting me. He's out there in the age group. He's been such an amazing supporter. And also Spartan Japan. Very thankful for all the support that they always give me. So.
Awesome.
And Fusako, thank you.
Yeah, Fusako. Good stuff, go. Sandy Menchie, first over the line female elite at the Spartan 10K APAC event in Phuket. How was that, girl?
It was, I don't know, I just have to push hard this time because yesterday doing the beast, I got lost for the last 2 kilometers. Even the marshals didn't know where the finish line is. So that one, I was so frustrated yesterday. So I was thinking that for the super today. I just have to push hard as long as I can. And there, I finished.
Yeah, well, you got it done, girl, and I think you were the first over the line on tired legs from yesterday, I think.
Yeah.
Both the girls behind you were fresh, so
Yes.
you did really well to hold them out.
Yeah.
Awesome work. You're the fastest girl in Asia.
Oh, thank you guys.
Is there anyone
you for watching too?
Is there anyone you want to thank?
Yeah, to my teammates, to my bestie, to POSF Philippines, and to my family. Thank you very much, and most of all to God. Thank you for the strength.
Amazing. Thank you, Sandy.
Thank you, Matt.
Mel Campos, possibly the smiliest racer out here. Girl, you just had the best race I think I've ever seen to a best finish to a race. Was there any hesitation, or did you just send it down that net?
I think I just go with the flow, with the last of my energy for today, because I just ran beast yesterday.
Yeah.
And then I was pushing my teammate Tess to go push and get the third place.
Yeah.
And I think she just missed 2 obstacles, but I was surprised myself that I got 0 penalty.
Yeah.
And that's why I overtook the 2 women.
Yeah. And
I'm so happy, even if I got 4 today, I'm really happy for my results.
yeah, it's amazing. You were third place yesterday in the beast, so you, I think, second athlete over the line on tired legs. So amazing effort, Mel. Always good to see you girls running. Hello, Yvonne, coming out of China. You've just picked up third place in the APAC 10K event. How did you go?
It was fine. This is my first time to come here, APAC, right?
Yeah.
And yesterday I ran beast, and luckily I won the first place. And today I didn't think I could make it. I thought like I might be the 5th, but today I managed to get the 3rd. I'm so happy.
Amazing effort, girl. Amazing on tired legs. Is there anyone you want to thank?
First, I should be grateful to myself because I did all the efforts. And also, secondly, I want to thank my friends. They support me, like my friends back home and my friends here who came to the APAC. So I should be grateful to all my friends.
Awesome. Thanks, Yvonne.
Thank you.
Hope to see you soon. We're out at APAC here. The end of the hurricane heat, I believe. Head Cryptaya, Ifran, pumping these guys. I did a hurricane heat here last year with these Cryptaya, and it was pretty savage. So I did this exact task in Hawaii at the end of a 12-hour hurricane heat, and it was fucking brutal. Ifran, what did you do to these guys?
Told you it was going to be fun, wasn't it?
Yeah.
They were all not in uniform, so I wanted to make them look uniform.
Yeah, I understand.
They all look in uniform, right?
You did that pretty well, brother.